Hello there, good morning and welcome to another amazing edition of iBrand Daybreak. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. In the early hours of this morning, it rained in Lagos, some parts of Lagos, Nigeria, and the weather is not so cold, it's not so hot, it's just there, and we're excited to be on your screens this morning. I'm not doing this alone, I'm doing it with my amazing co-host Michael Nat, and I am Margaret Opera. Hello Michael, good morning.
Hello Margaret.
Yes.
Good morning.
How do you do?
And how do you do?
Amazing things.
I love it when it rains in the night.
Yeah, but I was a bit scared. I didn't want what happened last week to happen again.
I love that. I usually get to the office as early as possible.
Yeah.
But today the rain came, and before you know it was over.
Yeah.
I took off.
I think it made the weather very cool.
Very cool and
very
pleasant
you could just tell that it's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I said, it's a cold, lots of cold morning, also hot morning too, and also with the state of Nigeria, I would advise please be safe wherever you are. Be safe. Avoid unnecessary movements. Because we care about you, and I'm sure you want to be safe here.
Sure.
All right.
So we've got a lot as usual this morning to unleash. On the show, we've got a news update, newspaper review, Tweet Central, very, very hot and interesting topics you can't afford to miss. We also have a sports review with Jidechi, and you won't miss any of this. If you do, you miss a good thing. Let's kick off with the news update. President Muhammadu Buhari has urged the U.S. to reconsider relocating U.S. Africa Command from Stuttgart, Germany, to Africa near the theater of operation. The president made the call at a virtual meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. He said Africa, which partners countries to counter transnational threats, should be relocated to Africa to strengthen ongoing efforts to check the security situation with likely effect on other nations. The Nigerian leader urged the international community to support Nigeria and the sub-region in tackling growing security challenges to avoid spillovers.
Similarly, President Muhammadu Buhari also stressed the need for the support of the United States and other important and strategic partners in combating the security challenges facing Nigeria. He said the support is necessary because the consequences of insecurity in Nigeria would affect all nations. According to a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, the president made a call during a virtual meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
The House of Representatives has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to declare a state of emergency on security challenges facing the country. This is contained in a resolution read by Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila at the end of a 4-hour executive session on Tuesday in Abuja. Gbajabiamila condemned attacks on security agents and formations across the country, while sympathizing with the families of those who lost their loved ones. He urged the Nigeria Police Force to put in place modalities for the recruitment of new personnel into the force, adding that the current number of policemen in the country was inadequate. Gbajabiamila said that all hands should be on deck to arrest the security challenges in the country.
And on the Africa scene, the government of Burkina Faso said that 4 people, 3 foreigners and a Burkina national, were missing after armed individuals attacked a convoy of security forces and expatriates in an eastern region on Monday. Spain's Prime Minister said 2 Spanish journalists were killed in the ambush on an anti-poaching patrol. An Irish national also died. The Burkina Faso government had confirmed 4 people, including 3 foreigners, were missing following the ambush, but said photos of the bodies circulating on social networks had not been formally identified as being theirs. However, Spain's Prime Minister confirmed the death of the 2 journalists who had been filming a documentary.
And to draw the curtain, it's foreign news and focus on COVID-19 update. Belgium has tightened its ban on entry from people traveling from Brazil, India, and Southern Africa. Passenger traffic by air, train, ship and bus, including transit traffic from the 3 countries, is no longer possible. Now, traveling to Belgium from countries outside the European Union is only allowed if it's labeled as essential travel. These rules have now been tightened following the infection of 20 Indian students with a variant of the coronavirus who arrived in Belgium last week. And that's the way it is on the news update. We take a break and come back with newspaper review.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. Found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. My name is Neo. I found Blemiviv, and now my skin finally makes sense.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery. Ooh.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
From the farm, it good for body. No chemical at all. This now real banger. No more wahala or pandy washy. Just put on for fire and your food is ready. Everybody follow me, chop banga, hey banga, sweet extra. Make you follow me, chop banga, banga cook don't easy. Bangana palm fruit, where they come out, put them inside can. You fit use banga cook any kind soup where you like. And other food them like rice, beans, and even yam. Now Pali Agro Product Limited then they manufacture them. For distribution, make you call 070-666-38213. Banga, for make your food yummy.
It's iBrand Daybreak, Wednesday morning. And right now it's time for us to bring you the top stories on some of today's Nigerian dailies. We have here to help us analyze some of the burning issues on today's papers. Political technocrat in the person of Dayo Kayode Doctor. You're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nat. I always enjoy your baritone, or your bedroom voice.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Dr. Dayo.
I feel like flying.
No, don't
Really?
fly it.
You want to fly to where? to Canada or to America?
Back here to the
Kaduna,
studio. No, God forbid, Kaduna.
Why?
Anywhere but Kaduna. Nowhere.
Not yet. Okay.
All right, now we've got the nation. Senators, reps challenge federal government on state of security. And on the topmost part of the paper, we have how ex-governors, others, acquired 800 Dubai assets. President seeks urgent U.S. help on security. And Commissioner, Lagos not phasing out yellow buses. Or your traders protest over rebuilding approval. Margaret?
All right, yeah, we'll go to the Vanguard newspaper. The screaming headline says, insecurity, tearful autumn, reps call for emergency. And anxiety as gunmen burn federal high court in Ebonyi state. Alternative seaport solution to Apapa gridlock coming from the Lagos state government. And darkness awaits us if attacks on schools continues, coming from the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. And the top part says, terrorism in Nigeria is complex from a UK minister. And APC will retain presidency in 2023 coming from Tinubu. Yeah. So, Michael?
Yes, yeah. This day, from there, we have Afenifere postpones 70th anniversary celebrations, laments nationwide strife. National Assembly laments over worsening insecurity as Buhari seeks U.S. help. With riders there, Senate to meet President, service chiefs. House demands state of emergency. Security agencies silent over alleged Boko Haram's flag hoisting in Niger. Senator says 42 communities occupied. Atiku, Saraki, profile solutions and terrorism in Nigeria complex, says UK Minister. Margaret.
Now the Daily Times says how to check drift to anarchy by Atiku, Lawan, Saraki, Tinubu, Zulum and others. Page 2 has a full story. And Reps panel discovers NUC's duplication of annual budget. Innocent Chukwuma's burial program begins on Monday. And also Folio Communications loses board member Dr. Victor Alaofin. Yeah, some of the stories. So I'll just allow Michael to start off with the... Oh, well, I'll just take the headlines then. Well, there are so many stories on the paper, and I would just like to pick one of it. The fact that a UK minister is saying terrorism in Nigeria is complex. How
complex? How complex,
and how this statement alone is to the layman, it could be like there's no beam of hope anymore.
Not when the UK minister says Prime Minister,
no,
right?
A minister
says it's complex. That sounds like it's the worst in the world.
Not necessarily that is the worst in the world. And honestly speaking, the man saying that it's complex is right. Complex in terms of people that are in charge, people that are to stem down this threat that we are facing in the country. Are they truthful to us? As we are now, I know that this is what I'm here to do, to discuss issues trending, okay? But if I'm here to discuss trending issues, but behind you have something else, how will I know? I will not be able to predict your attitudinal behavioral pattern towards me. And to that extent, it makes my relationship with you within that point in time to be a bit complex to me. All right? Imagine we were saying change the service chiefs. You refuse changing them. But some of us are even saying if you change the service chiefs 1,001 times, that is to say, if you throw up the knife 1,001 times, it is the flat side that will always land.
Okay.
Do you understand? And the same thing we are seeing. So that means there is something wrong somewhere. And immediately when you relieve these people of their positions, the following day you made them ambassadors. I mean, what is it that qualified those military guys to become ambassadors? Do you know what it entails to become an ambassador of a nation? So these are issues that some of us are looking at. To that extent, the guy now saying is complex is right. It's right. Not until when we open our hearts to ourselves, for us to be able to know where these infractions are coming from, there is no way we'll be able to tackle it.
All right, Dr. Dayo, thank you for sharing your thoughts on that. Now we'll delve into the topic for the day. Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has warned in strong terms the darkness awaits Nigeria if attacks on Citadel of Lenin don't stop. Atiku, in a reaction to the series of attacks on tertiary institutions in Kaduna and Benue states, cautioned that attacks must not be treated with kid gloves. In a statement, the former vice president noted that, and I quote, this is all the more reason why I have maintained in the past that impunity must give way to punitive measures. When criminals profit from their criminality, crime will increase, end of quote. He added the abduction of yet an unspecific number of undergraduates of the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, Benue State is one abduction too many. It marks both an unacceptable escalation and an expansion of this menace. And we must not only ensure that the abducted youth are rescued, but even more importantly, we must put in measures to prevent future recurrences. We still have Dr. Dayo Kayode in the studio. Now, you heard the statement from the former vice president. He said, Nigeria, we just have to put a stop to all of this because he wants of future recurrences. So what do you have to say about his statement?
Yes, the senior citizen, former president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Abubakar Atiku.
Vice President, yes.
Former Vice President, was very right. But if you take his statement beyond the new occurrence now in the universities, as important as the universities are, so also secondary schools, so also farmlands, so also other areas in which this insecurity has been happening. Having said that, remember, he's using the word will be in darkness.
Darkness awaits us.
The darkness awaits us. Last week, one security agent was saying, bleeding Nigeria.
Nigeria is bleeding.
Nigeria is bleeding. But before now, in the last few months, some of us have even been planning to have a convergence. Okay, you know the theme? Whether the weeping Nigeria, whence cometh help. Whether the weeping Nigeria, from where cometh help. All we are saying is Nigeria needs help today. Nigeria needs help. Because when you're talking of insecurity in this country, there are so many aspects to it. So many aspects to it. Even aside from maybe somebody trying to ensure that he or she achieves his or her agenda. Is, by the way, I will give you an analogy what happens sometimes in America. A small boy of about 10 or 11 years old was arrested in the supermarket for stealing what? Bread and cheese. He was taken to the court of law. The prosecutor was now asking questions. Why should you go and steal bread? He said his mother was sick and there no money to buy food for her. Is your mother not working? He said no. She had been stopped from work because she was ill. How about you? Are you not working? He said he was even doing car wash business with somebody. But because he went to check his mother that was ill, he was sacked. Okay, how many people have you gone to beg for money? To be sure that you are able to buy this for your mom. He said, see, I have gone to nothing less than 50 people. And nobody was ready to help. And the next option for him, so that the mother will not die, was to go and steal a bread and cheese for the mother to eat. When the judge now looked at it, is what the mother will eat that the boy stole. And I said, you know what? All of you in this court, in these premises, you are also culpable of what this guy has done. He said, because of that, all of you should donate $800 each. He was the first person to donate. And as a huge supermarket that allowed this boy to be brought here, you have to donate $1,000. I don't know whether you understand. And that is the situation in which we are in this country presently. Look at it. A lot of technically savvy university graduates, no job. You see some of them riding Okada. Imagine somebody who had gone to study electrical electronics.
Doctor,
in the school.
I hope we're not deviating.
We are not deviating.
No, we're talking.
It's all about insecurity.
No, we're talking about abduction. Abduction.
This guy said Nigeria is going to be in darkness. Darkness awaits.
As a result of students.
Exactly. It's still where we are saying, no, I'm not deviating. We have to build a case. If you don't know where the taproot of this elephant grass is, you only cut it, you won't remove it, and if you don't remove the taproot, it becomes more dangerous. So the and is the taproot we are looking at now.
We are linking it to unemployment.
Exactly. Not just unemployment. Not just unemployment.
From what you said, sir.
I said employment, but not just unemployment. Unemployment and abandoning. We are abandoning the future. And the future is saying, look, you got to give me a future. If you are not giving me a future, I will create a future for myself. And for them to create future for themselves, they have seen people, they have seen governors, only from this newspaper you just read now, 800 properties in Dubai. The money they are supposed to use to take care of them. So what do you think they will do? No, what do you think they will do? When they have found out, even those people that were brought to the country and now have been abducting, and they have been giving them money, so they too will go into it. So it's the society that is promoting it. Society is a function of what it builds out of itself.
Okay, now
society, keep that, is a function of what it builds out of itself. And that is what we are seeing now.
Okay, Dr. Dayo, coming from the part of the government now, 42 days after the kidnap of the students of Federal College of Forestry and Mechanization in Kaduna State, another video has surfaced. So the question is, what are your thoughts on how we've handled this so far? Because it's been over a month and now another video is surfacing. And last week on the front page of the Telegraph newspaper, it says Nigerians' corporate existence under threat, coming from the Senate now. If people in power are quiet, like how do you think this has been handled so far? Is it good enough?
How did we handle Chibok girls? How have we been able to handle Dapchi girls? How have we been able to handle Karara or whatever? All those ones in the past, how have we been able to handle it? Till now, the same way we have been handling is the way we are still handling it. Okay? 1, 2. When the Senate said what again?
Nigeria's corporate existence under threat.
It's even beyond that. Look at one newspaper on Monday that says Nigeria used to be the bride of investors in the past, but where are we now? When you don't have investors, when your economy is going down the drain, when as big as Nigeria is, the exchange rate is now tending towards going under that of that small Benin Republic, what do you think will happen? All these are being caused by insecurity. Now, if this place is not secured enough, you won't see me here. If this place is not secured enough, you won't be sitting down as you are sitting. Do you understand? And who bears the brunt? iBrand. iBrand. So also transport it to Nigeria. Transport it to Nigeria. Now it was in the news yesterday that they have hosted their flags about 200 kilometers to Abuja. So that means they are moving in. By the time they get to Abuja, and that is where we see as our political headquarters, what do you now think will happen to the entity called Nigeria?
All right, just for us to close this very segment in a sentence, the former vice president said beyond rescuing the abducted boys or the students, Nigeria, the government has to look for ways to stop future occurrences. Is this achievable in a sentence, please?
It is achievable if only that willpower, the president, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, could exhibit that willpower. But Mali said, where there is a will, there will always be
a way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dyer. All right, now we'll take a short break. Up next is Sports with Judechi Chidieze. Stay with us.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's true unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do now make you go for the up, open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again. My brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081-6397-4447, 080-3564-4436, 070-6663-8213. Banga Fresh.
From the farm, it good for body. No chemical at all. This now real Banga. No more wahala or pandy washy. Just put on for fire and your food is already. Everybody follow me chop Banga. Hey Banga. Make you follow me chop Banga. Banga cook don't easy. Banga na palm fruit wey dem comot, put am inside can. You fit use banga cook any kind soup wey you like, and other food dem like rice, beans and even yam. Na Pali Agro Product Limited dem dey manufacture am. For distribution, make you call 070-666-38213. Banga, come make your food yummy.
Everyone, my name is Chinwe.
Welcome back. This is still iBrand Daybreak. Yes, a wonderful Wednesday morning right here in the city of Lagos. But let me talk about the stories emanating from the world of sports. Of course, this is the sports segment of the show where we get to talk about the likes of Chelsea and Real Madrid, who took to the pitch yesterday night in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals, first leg, and it ended in a stalemate 1-1 draw. That's how that one panned out. Christian Pulisic scoring the opener for Chelsea, and of course later on we had Karim Benzema with a sumptuous equalizer to ensure that Real Madrid were level on scoreline with Chelsea, and that's how it eventually panned out. And the question right now is who would take the charges in the second leg of the competition? Who would be able to do the better part of the job when Madrid returns to England to complete that one against Chelsea? Yes, we also saw Eden Hazard, former Chelsea player who now features in the white colors of Real Madrid, featuring that game last night. Chelsea fans were actually excited to see him, but the fact they were excited that their former player was also on the pitch of play, we also saw the Chelsea players not give him so much space. He would be one person we would be looking out. We would be actually looking out for in the second leg if he can actually help Real Madrid to get the better of Chelsea, or if Chelsea would be able to withstand, of course, Eden Hazard and his teammates right there at Real Madrid. Well, we'll only wait for that one to go down. While we wait for that one, let's talk about the one that will be going down this night between Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. Yes, we get to see the French champions who also made it to the finals of the Champions League last season. They lost that finals to Bayern Munich last season. This time around, they are looking to get into another finals, but they would have to overcome the hurdle in the team of Manchester City first of all, before they can move on to talk about the chances of lifting the title this season. Yes, the first leg of that one goes down tonight, and we also get to see Pep Guardiola, who has been looking for the Champions League for the first time since he left Barcelona. A chance for him once again. Well, only time will tell. Tonight it goes down. Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, we are looking at those guys. They've been imperious for Paris Saint-Germain so far this season. Well, only time will tell. Only tonight will tell, actually, not time this time around, because time is already running out. Yes, and let's look at how that one pans out. Let me move over from that one and talk about Africa's own Confederation Cup. Yes, the lower division of the continental football, club football competition. Yes, not the CAF Champions League, but the CAF Confederation Cup, of which Enyimba are a part of right now. Yes, they are currently third in their group, third position in Group A, and tonight is the final game of the series. Yes, Enyimba have a chance to make it through to the quarterfinals of the competition, but only if they can overpower Orlando Pirates, who are top of Group A right now. Yes, Enyimba will have to win that game that is going down right now, and that is going down today in Aba. Yeah, that won't be going down by 10 p.m. today. Enyimba, only a win can ensure they move through to the next round of the competition. Well, as Nigerians, I would definitely say we are all solidly behind Enyimba. Now, let me move over and talk about some women's football. Yes, we hear that the money prize for the Women's Champions League is expected to be increasing. Yes, last week we got to see how money got many people talking once it comes to football. Yeah, the European Super League, and it seems to have affected the women's game also. Right now we hear the prize money for the UEFA Women's Champions League would increase, and it will also see the winner get an increase in price. We also get to see teams who are not participating in the Women's Champions League get a higher amount. Yeah, about lots and lots of money, about 24 million euros to go around. That 24 million euros expected to be shared around the teams, and the winner to get an increase of 1.4 million euros. Well, it's a good thing that everybody is being satisfied at the moment. I'd say it's a good thing not just for the men's football, for also the women's football. Let me end off with the one that involves Arsenal. Yes, you remember last week when the issue of the European Super League came up, Arsenal fans protested against Stan Kroenke, who is the current chairman of the club. And we also got to hear rumors about the likelihood of a takeover by Nigeria's own Aliko Dangote. Well, as I can tell you right now, that has been shut down. A stake driven into the heart of Arsenal fans who wanted Kroenke out. Kroenke is saying he's going to 100% remain the chairman of Arsenal club. That's the way it's looking right there in North London. Margaret, it's back to you.
All right, thank you, Judechi. I look forward to the match between Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. I don't know who I'm supporting in this case right now, but we just look forward to what they have to offer us. And yes, I wish Ayimba good luck. Good luck, rather. I wish them good luck because this is our own Nigerian. We wish them good luck. Thank you, Judechi, for that news sports update. Now we'll go into the topic for the day. The President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday stressed the need for the support of the United States and other important and strategic partners in combating the security challenges facing Nigeria. He said the support was necessary because the consequences of insecurity in Nigeria would affect all nations. According to a statement by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, the President made the call during a virtual meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State, Mr. Anthony Blinken. Now, recall that the Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka had, while lamenting the nation's security situation on Saturday, called on the president to seek help. To discuss it further, we still have Dr. Dayo Kayode, political technocrat. Thank you, Dr. Dayo, for being with us. Dr. Dayo Kayode. I almost called it Tayo. I don't know. I have to
call it anything you like.
All right, now, last week, Professor Wole Soyinka called on the presidency to seek help, and according to him, his statement, he said we should drop our ego and seek help from foreign nations. And now the news just said the president has sought for help. So is this a step in the right direction?
Yes, it is a step in the right direction, if only he will walk the talk. Because that is, for me, it's not about what you are saying. It's about what you are doing. And if he should walk the talk, I will want to congratulate him, because that means he has been listening to so many of us who have been saying the buck stops by his table. He's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Correct.
It is not to blow into the trumpet that it will produce. It is the instruction that to give to your service chiefs, to your soldiers, that they will follow. It is your body language that every one of them will follow. So if he's now seeking help, that means congratulations to him.
Yeah.
He has been able to listen to the yearnings of Nigeria. You know, I said it here some times ago. For me, I want Nigerians at this point to let us stop blame games. We should stop blame games. Let us all come together with sincerity of purpose and tackle this menace once and for all, because it's affecting everybody. It's affecting everybody.
Now, in the past, the Nigerian government had turned down offers, from the external international community to render assistance. Do you think the U.S. this time around would grant this request coming from the president?
I wouldn't believe in it that we have been rejecting external assistance before.
No, they will the opinion that Nigeria can solve its own.
It's not about that. It's not about opinion. It's about what has happened in the past. The U.S. Army has been here before, and they left,
and they were sabotaged
because they said they were saboteurs.
Yes,
within the rank and file of the military.
Yeah.
So if they are rejected external help before now, those guys will not be here. They wouldn't be here at that time. The South Africans who have been here once, the same thing happened to them. Okay? So it's not that we have not been having it before based on those scenarios. But the issue is somewhere along the line there had been saboteurs based on probably somebody has a particular agenda
or interest.
Yeah.
That's the same thing, agenda and interest that he wants to pursue. And when we are talking about it, some people will say don't mind them. They always call it conspiracy theory. Is it conspiracy theory now? No, it's not. It's the real thing.
Yeah.
But the beauty of it is, like I said, good good. Kudos even to the president to have cried out for help. But then he should also allow himself to walk the talk. It is not just like the other time that we said the IG of police should move his headquarters to Borno, and 3 days after the guy has not moved. And when people were talking, he said, I didn't know the president said I should move now, and nothing happened to him. It was an issue then. We don't want such a thing to happen again. Because by the time, look at it, I think in the news yesterday or day before yesterday, some Nigerians have started moving to Cameroon. What's the size of Cameroon to ordinary cross rivers?
All right, in the statement by the president, he warned against a spill. Now, he said the support was necessary because the consequences of insecurity in Nigeria would affect all nations.
Sure. Don't you know our population? We don't. Aside from people seeking for asylum, running out of the country, don't you see know the kind of population Nigeria has? 1, 2. Don't you know how Nigeria is standing? How Nigeria is standing within Africa? Look at what happened during ECOMOG. When we say where ECOMOG soldiers were fighting in Liberia, you don't know how many Nigerians were there. Look at the one in Darfur. Look at the one in Rwanda. Then, and in several places, you see Nigerians going there and winning laurels. So, if today Nigeria should disintegrate, it could lead to a lot of problems, especially in Africa. And mark you, Mandela has said it, and I'm waiting for that day. He said the whole world is waiting for Nigeria to emerge, because the emergence of Nigeria will eventually lead to emergence of Africa. And that is why somebody like me will never, for any reason, support disintegration of Nigeria.
We do not support it in our own.
I will not support disintegration of Nigeria, because either we like it or not, the way Africa has been created, Africa is supposed to be the captain of the world. And for Africa to become the captain of the world, Nigeria must get its acts together.
Now, do you believe the United States has got all it takes to win this war against terrorism in Nigeria? Bearing in mind, of course, what happened in Afghanistan. They were there for so many years, and at the end of the day, they were not able to achieve their aim.
Afghanistan, the war in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq, the war in Libya is different from what is happening in Nigeria. Those ones you're talking about is about the Western interest. Are you with me? It's about the Western interest. But this one in Nigeria is dog eats dog. Do you understand? It's dog eats dog. It's a war by ourselves against ourselves. You see the difference now? So, based on that, how do we now conceptualize that war of ourselves against ourselves? If you look at the technical know-how of the Americans, going by history, one American was abducted in Niger Republic. He was brought to Nigeria. And how many soldiers were sent to Nigeria to release him? Within 12 hours, he was released. Yes or no? That's to tell you that Americans don't need to deploy up to 150 soldiers. They don't need to deploy up to 150 soldiers. And you will see the way Nigeria will become so secure. If only the willpower is there from the presidency.
Like just as you have said earlier,
yes.
Said,
if only the willpower is there from the presidency, Americans don't need to deploy up to 150 American soldiers before we tackle this insecurity menace in Nigeria.
Now, do you really believe that Nigeria has actually exhausted its internal security resources?
We have not. We have not. How many of our equipments have we been able to deploy? Can you compare the equipment we have deployed so far to what was deployed to toll gates when those guys said they were coming by the other time? We have not. Have we been able to use our NigerComSat? You know NigerComSat? You know how many satellites they said they have in the orbit? Have we been using drones? Have we been using drones?
We've got all this.
Oh, have we been using our intelligence? Go and report in the police station today that your phone has been stolen. Within a minute, we tell you the location where that phone is. Why can't we use all those phones? Those are issues. We have it. But because of some personal, selfish agenda, buying houses in Dubai, stealing money, and then using some other hoodlums to suppress the people, and then making sure that you and I don't have peace, so that we will not be able to sit down together and think on how to improve our standard of living, to the extent that they want to keep on keeping us within their hegemonic understanding. All right. They know that the moment we are able to sit down together and think, we are going to dislodge all that. So the only thing they can do is take education away from us, take health away from us, take money away from us, take peace away from us. And that is what we are seeing. And that's one of the reasons why I say the insecurity issue we have in Nigeria is about dog eating dog.
Thank you, Dr. Dayo.
Okay.
We have to wrap up the segment. We don't have the leisure of time. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure every time.
Thank you.
We'll be speaking to Dr. Dayo Kayode, a political technocrat. Take a short break now. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show with the Tweet Central. Stay with us.